This is a 2003 model Ford F-750. I have owned this truck personally since probably 2009. I bought it within this, maybe it had 68,000 miles. It's got 163,000 miles now. We've used it as a service truck, a crew truck that would go out with our site work crews and bring fuel out, grease, small tools, and things like that we need. Most of our crews don't have CDL drivers anymore, and this is a CDL truck, and so that's why we're selling it. It's been a great truck. A few things I want to point out on top of the pictures that you also see. It's got a 20-ton pintle underneath there. We've got it wired for a 6-prong electrical outlet and a 7-prong electrical outlet. It also has the quick connect air brake connectors right here if you're going to pull a trailer with air brakes. It's got a lift gate right here. It works pretty well. It's got a little bend right here where somebody had it down when we were pulling a trailer. So it's got a little bend here. It still works. If you need it, you may want to take it off. It didn't bother us, so we left it on. Coming on around, we've got a lot of toolboxes on this truck for storage. That one there's actually got a divider tray in there, which is really nice. This is a 14-foot flatbed. I want to say it was made by Redding. But if you look, we've got 3 60-inch toolboxes on this side. The one on the bottom faces that way. We've got a fuel tank right there with an electric pump on it. We've got a job box right here, and we've got a air compressor. I think it's a 22 CFM at 125 PSI. It's Ingersoll Rand. And we also have an air grease system because we were using it to grease excavators and fuel, heavy equipment. But it's got Michelin rubber. I would say this rubber is probably down around, I don't know, probably 30 to 40% Michelin radials. Right here we've got another toolbox. Inside this box is a Craftsman toolbox, so we kept our tools in there, and then beside this box there's a little extra room there. But you can't have too much storage, and we have the keys for this too, so you can lock it up. We also, when we were using it, we had a welder, a Miller Bobcat 250 that we had mounted right here, and this is where we would use our have our welding leads stored around there. But so if you wanted to put a welder back on there, you could. I wanted to keep the welder. We've also got D-ring tie downs on that bed if you want to tie something down, and there's also some the wide webbing straps that you use with the binders if you want to tie something down. Like we would carry maybe a pallet of mortar or something like that, and it worked really good for that. The truck, it's got really good paint on it, glossy. The inside is clean. We'll go around the other side and kind of show what I want people to kind of see. Interior's in good shape. The driver's seat, it's got a little bit of tears right up here on the back, but that's the only part of the interior that needs a little bit of attention. But it's pretty clean. Again, 163,000 miles. It's a 33,000 GVW truck. It's got a 12,000 pound front axle and a 21,000 pound rear axle. Lights and everything work on it. The front tires, I'm gonna say the front tires are probably 70%. They're BFGs. I think we put Kingpins in this one not too long ago. The engine right here, it's a good clean motor. That's a 3126E. It's set at 330 horsepower, and I think it's set at either 800 or 860 pounds of torque. It runs good. It's got brand new injectors, brand new balancer. It's got a new ECM, and it's also got a new wiring harness. And we replaced all that stuff chasing a problem that turned out to be a faulty wiring harness to start with. We were sold a bad wiring harness, but we've got receipts from Caterpillar for all that stuff, put on by a Cat mechanic, so we can show you all that stuff. This hood never been hit. I mean, it's really a pristine hood. Walking around, it's not a broken up truck. I mean, it's really nice. I think you'd be pleased with it. Like I said, matching tires all around. If you got to get your crews around, you really can't beat it. I mean, you can hold 6 people in here. I just hate that we don't have another CDL driver to to keep driving it. But it's got the Allison automatic, 6-speed, air condition works, got a trailer brake controller in there. It's a nice truck. I think you'd be hard pressed to find another truck with this kind of mileage and this kind of shape. We've also got an hour meter that we added right there. Cat Mechanic told me a long time ago, change the oil every 250 hours. Don't worry about the miles, change it by the hours, because sometimes you do more idling. So that's what we've done since we've had it, is we have changed oil every 250 hours. So the engine's still in really good shape. Got more room for workmen there in the back. All that stuff's in pretty good shape. Out here you can get another view of the Ingersoll Rand air compressor. There's that other box I was talking about earlier. We've got boxes here. We've got a Hane brand hose reel right here. I think this fuel hose reel is probably a $1,500 thing, but you got that. It's a 1-inch hose. Got your air hose right here, air reel, and you've got your also a Hane grease reel. There again, tires on this, they're probably in the, I don't know, 30% category, something like that. But anyway, that's the greaser there. But in a nutshell, it's a nice truck. Love for you to come out here and take a look at it.